All right, that being said, today we're going to talk about, this afternoon we're going to talk about the other half of your job. And by other half, I mean probably the other 95% of your job. We all know that being a teacher in 2024 is not just an educator, it's being a social worker, a data scientist, analyst, a communicator, so many things beyond the classroom that we're responsible for. And it turns out that's where AI can really shine, no matter the resources you have at your disposal. So here we go. I'm going to start with a little data question. Based on research from the largest career coaching professional association in America, ACE, what is the chance of getting an incremental job offer as a student for every additional career coaching session you go to? Is your chance increased 11%, 24%, or 37%? In other words, what is the power of a career coach? Do you believe the answer is A, 11%? Please raise your hand. That's too low. Do you believe the answer is B, 24%? Please raise your hand. Somewhere in the middle, kind of Goldilocks. C, 37%. We're changing lives. People, raise your hand. It turns out the answer is actually B. Sorry for all the C folks. But still, look at the power of this. Also, we're just talking about this. What is the way that we measure success for students and teachers? How do we hold ourselves accountable for driving impact out in the world? I think there's no better way to know exactly what we're doing. In other words, using our North Star, to have the data to prove it. Go to our department head, our principals, our superintendents, and look, this is the value of what we're doing. This is why we need to invest in putting our students the right way. So, if you want to be able to generate stats like these on your own, I'm going to show you how to do it on your own without a data scientist, even if you flunked out of high school stats like truly. All you've got to do is raise your hand right now. I will show you how to turn ChatGPT into your own personal data analyst. Who's going to be our next speaker? The next recipient. Post lunchtime diploma started right by raising those hands, ladies and gentlemen. Who's it going to be? Right over here. Woohoo! Wasn't sure if you were stretching or not, but that's good enough. All right. That's right. Here we go. All right. Tell everyone your name and who you serve.
Tiffany Compton, and I serve at-risk youth at a continuation school.
Tiffany, how do you measure success for yourself as well as for your students?
Usually, I guess, by how many of them are going to pursue higher education. Like if they've gotten their FAFSA done, if they got their college apps done, things like that.
College attendance rates, steps on the college journey, and then ultimately, do you have access to that data? Or is it more sort of anecdotal, like, I'm feeling really good this year, this cohort's doing well?
It's pretty much I have to document it.
Okay, yeah, right. So what I want to show you is even if you're not a data scientist, even if you're not a stats guru, you can now use these tools to do the heavy lifting to get the data you need. So I want to show you an example. So check this out. We're going to come over to ChatGPT. And again, we're going to say, hey, I want to start a new prompt. And this time I want to use the attached file icon. Hopefully you'll find it in the lower left corner of everything you guys are using. We're going to pull up a CSV that hopefully will look familiar to a lot of you. Alice was showing me his CSV, all the grades for students. You have a CSV of FAFSA completion, a CSV based on who goes to college. And basically, what you're trying to figure out is, did my intervention, did my work as an educator actually bend the trajectory of these lives? Did it bend them towards success, towards a great life? In this case, we're going to use the sample data. By the way, if you want to try this on your side, you can get this at bit.ly/AIB file, all lowercase. So not required. If you want to try this, that is the link. Now, what do you see here? What are the three columns?
Career coaching sessions, job offers earned, and comments.
I could sort of form a correlation in those first two columns. The number of career coaching sessions the student has gone to, the number of job offers they earned as a result. Would that be a powerful connection to make to show all the leadership at your school?
Most definitely.
Absolutely. Here's what I do for students. Here's how their lives change as a result. Now, if you were just eyeballing it, hey, it looks pretty That's not going to hold up in a court of law, let alone a superintendent's office. We're going to have to do better. We're going to come over to ChatGPT. We're going to upload that file. We're going to write over here. This is that same sample data. Watch what ChatGPT does. It says, okay, what is this data? The first thing it's going to do is just going to look at the data. Look at some of the sample data. Start to say, okay, we've got 3 columns here. We've got 3 coaching sessions, job offers. Now it's got to be time for the magic. Would you like to see what the correlation is statistically in career coaching sessions and job offers?
Yes.
Here we go. What is the correlation between people who came to my coaching sessions and the number of offers they earned? And yes, exactly. I love that. Don't worry, we'll get into graphics in a little bit. So hold on to that. What's happening behind the scenes is that ChatGPT is writing Python. Does anyone here know Python? No. Yeah, computer science, yes, yes. Okay. Basically, what it's telling this tool to do is once you have the data loaded up, just run this simple function. We learned back in stats class what is the connection between this data column and that data column. Now, ChatGPT calls this a moderately positive relationship. Let me be clear about what we're saying. 0.52 means that for every additional career coaching session that your students attended, they were 52% more likely to get another job offer. Does that sound like success to you?
Yes.
Oh, who said no? Who said no? Tell us why. Random, okay. So what would you say could help make this even more statistically sound? How can we take it to the next level? Visual, yeah, turn it into a chart. Okay. So generate. Okay. Generate a chart that graphs out the different outcomes based on the number of sessions. ChatGPT can take that and analyze it further, even producing some charts and imagery to help us really understand what's going on. You're absolutely right. I think just, the number itself is pretty good, similar to the number that we were sharing here. Look at this. Exactly like you said. How about that? That makes it pretty darn clear that the more you serve your students, the more success they get where it actually counts out there in the real world. Okay. Exactly. Yes, great question. Basically, what you'll see up here is this little download chart. Download this. It's basically going to put a little image file into your hard drive. Grab this. We can look at it together. There it is. Put it into PowerPoint, put it into slides, send it to the superintendent, send it to the taxpayers, send it to the parents, send it to your students. Say, hey, I'm the real deal. Are you coming along with me on this journey? Are you going all the way to the promised land? Here's why you should. That's step 1. Now, I think that's actually the easiest part. Yeah. It's a good question. I think that you may be able to, well, obviously you have it in the spreadsheet to begin with. What you could do is you could go over here and say, I want to insert a chart, and ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, Google Charts can do that for you. Give you that nice histogram. You're right. I think there's a lot of different ways you can slice in this data, depending on what you want. Great call out. Okay, that being said, here's the harder part. When you look at all these comments, do you ever get like student feedback, kind of qualitative stuff that you look at?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you had to guess how much of that data was sitting in some Google form or some Google spreadsheet from like the last 10 years, what do you think that would look like? Is that like 100 comments, 1,000 comments, a million comments? Yes, exactly. The reason it's a mess is that even data scientists up until 2 years ago had a really hard time dealing with qualitative data. Unlike zeros and ones, it's not easy to just run a regression on. Like maybe we do some analysis, maybe we can do a word cloud. How do we actually get some meaning out of this? One thing that ChatGPT is amazing at, even beyond Python, even beyond this other stuff, is it is a text engine like no other. Watch this. Come over here. We're going to start with the most basic model. We're going to say, hey, we want to begin a new prompt. We say, what are the top 10 common insights across these comments? Remember, these are hundreds of comments. It would take hours, maybe days to look through all of them, right? Watch what ChatGPT does. Crunches them in seconds. Okay, here's what's working. Yes. Great. And you can imagine coming back to your bosses, coming back to the principal and saying, hey, here's what's working for us. We're getting really good feedback on the staff. Students are really happy with the resources, really happy with the counseling. We need more staff. Students want to go one-on-one. They want that mentorship. We're not resourced for that. Here's the students' sort of plea, not in one little anecdote, but across thousands of students, across lots of time. The power of this, all that data that's sitting on your Google Drive, gathering digital dust, that is now digital gold. You can bring it right back to ChatGPT and figure out what people have been hungry for and what they've been crying out for in a way that wasn't possible 2 years ago. How does that feel?
Great.
Now, the challenge at the end of the session is you're going to have to do the same exact thing with some of your data. So, I want you to get ready. This data muscle's ready. If you've got any questions, I want you to raise your hand right now. Before we do that, we give a huge round of applause. You are awesome. What do you guys want to know about this data analysis? What can we speak to? Questions? Okay, hopefully everyone's like grabbing CSVs. Dallas, you speak really quickly to what you just did, what you showed me, grabbing that CSV. How did you do that?
Absolutely. So I went into my online curriculum, ICEV, and I extracted. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, so for my data analysis, I exported data from ICEV, which is my online curriculum. It gave me an Excel spreadsheet that I opened up, and I click and dragged, and I took all the data, and I uploaded the Excel into ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT to analyze the data, and then give me averages based on that data for my students. And then I attempted to ask, what should I do as a teacher based on the data, but I hit a paywall.
Paywall, right. Sucks.
So you need to pay for it.
Yeah, so here's what I'll tell you all. What Dallas was doing was mind-blowing to me, because all this is sample data. Dallas was using real data with just a couple of clicks. He was figuring out which assignment was hardest for students, which students were struggling the most, and what he could do about it, triage and serve those students. That's the kind of stuff I could only dream about as a kindergarten teacher 20 years ago, but is now at your fingertips. I will tell you, ChatGPT is really getting on my nerves with the paywall thing, especially because we're educators here for the common good. One good thing they've done, they are not very strict about password sharing. So if you want to get one premium account at your school for all the faculty or your whole department, you want to share that across teachers, they will not crack down on you. It's not like Netflix. They're not going to come after you. Yeah, I'm sure someday. At least for today, share that wealth, make the most of the resources. Thank you, Dallas. Okay, here we go. Going on to our next quiz. That is, going back in time. Were there any classics majors in the room? Anyone who studied Latin or Greek, or Roman civilizations, anything like that? Not a lot of classes. Me neither. Okay. I was an education major. If you recall, studying Greek mythology, there was this person called Calliope. Now, who do you think Calliope was to the ancient Greeks? Was she A, the muse of epic poetry, B, the goddess of wine, or C, the demigoddess Bacchanalia? Okay, here we go. If you think the answer is A, muse of epic poetry, please raise your hand. I'm sure some people are on ChatGPT right now saying, who is Calliope? Okay, good. If you think it's B, goddess of wine, raise your hand. I know it's Friday, so it's right in the spirit. Because it's really Friday, you think she was the demigoddess of Bacchanalia. You got one hand. Okay, yes. The culinary guy. I love it. Let's party. Okay, it turns out the answer was A. She was the muse of epic poetry. What this basically meant is that before the internet, before ChatGPT, before any of these things, yes, even the ancient Greeks had writer's block. There was Homer, all these famous poets. They're like, what should I put down? I don't know. And they would call upon Calliope to inspire them. Give me some inspiration. Give me a little charge to help me break through this moment. The connection between Calliope 5,000 years ago and ChatGPT today, as tenuous as it may seem, is that your students, even some of your colleagues, and I won't name any names, are using ChatGPT the wrong way. They should be using it like Calliope. Here's what I mean. The average student, and I've seen this across K through 12, college, even to grad school, said, hey, ChatGPT is a godsend. It's a gift from the gods. This ambrosia has come down to earth to write my cover letters, write my essays, do my homework. The problem with this, as so many of you have seen firsthand, is that yes, it can write a cover letter, yes, it can write a resume, but they are absolutely mediocre. All these cover letters that say, "Dear Sir, Madame, I am writing to express my interest in this role." Recruiters have seen so many of those resumes already that they're starting to just reject them right away. In other words, your students who thought they were being so clever using ChatGPT as their ghostwriter are actually shooting themselves in the foot. When they could have been using ChatGPT the right way, which is to use it as their digital muse, as that source of inspiration, not to do all the heavy lifting for them, but for getting them unstuck whenever they hit a roadblock. And there are 3 ways that I want you guys using ChatGPT, because I want you to model that for your students. The first one is to get ideas. So, to bring this to life, I want to call up another volunteer to get another profile makeover. By the way, this is the second to last one. So if you haven't had a chance today, raise that hand, and I will show you how to apply ChatGPT in your email writing, in your pedagogy writing, your curriculum writing. You will have so many incredible skills to bring to your students on Monday. Who's our next volunteer? Janice, would you like a shot? Yeah, there's someone over here? Hey, yes, come up. Here we go. All right, round of applause, everybody. Thank you. All right, tell everyone your name and who you serve.
Leo Alvarez. I teach at Valley Community School in Los Banos.
Brilliant.
I'm a CTE teacher.
Tell me about something that you've had to write recently yourself. Not an assignment for your students, but it could be a classroom newsletter, it could be a communication to parents, it could be something to your principal. What have you had to write?
This is weird because you put on the spot. Give me 30 seconds.
Or could it even be a syllabus at the start of the year?
Oh yeah, syllabus.
Yeah.
Well,
I will tell you. Yeah, we're here to write a syllabus recently.
Exactly.
Still working on their syllabi.
And I didn't
Greg is
use
working on it.
ChatGPT. Shoot.
Now, I will tell you, all of my education, I'm way too overeducated. I probably never read a syllabi because they're so boring. Right? There's no sort of
Yes,
welcome,
mine was
engaging
boring.
moment. What if we could do better? So this is how we're going to use Calliope to make your syllabus run. So tell everyone, what's the course that you're teaching this semester? One of those courses.
Yeah, so there's a media publications class. I can send you the syllabi, and then you can.
Let's just start with a blank slate.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So media publications.
Generate syllabus for media publications for high school students. Now, just like we did with that lesson plan, ChatGPT says, okay, no problem. Grade level, course duration, contact information, blah, blah, blah. Again, super boring. No student worth their salt is going to read this because they're immediately turned off in the same way that those recruiters are turned off with those AI coverage. So we've got to use ChatGPT less for ghostwriting, more for inspiration. Let's start with that first one. We want to get some ideas, make a syllabus that really stands out. What might be an effective prompt? What could we ask ChatGPT for, short of just writing the syllabus?
Well, it would be talking about, I think the hooks are the projects that we'd be doing.
You say, what are 3 super creative, different ways you want to stand out to build a syllabus that students actually read? Exclamation mark. Okay, now, what if it was interactive?
Syllabus. Yeah.
What if you could actually like put some stuff in there and said, hey, it's more than just boring old text.
I did a Google Slides back in the day. It was like 30 pages long, and then I'd go through it
Got it.
with the class. And I did throw some Easter eggs in there, but since I haven't done it for this class.
Yeah, I know that's a pain in the butt, so maybe we don't want to go down that road. Let's try this other one. Let's come over here to, let's see where let's look at the gamified syllabus challenge. Let's get to
There we
that
go.
Easter egg idea.
Okay, that's cool.
Aha!
Yeah, scavenger hunt. That's
What
neat.
if we put little Easter eggs, little clues, if you will, into the syllabus?
Mm-hmm.
And then in the first line it says, you can discover all 3 Easter eggs and send me an email by the end of this week.
Yeah.
You will be entered into a drawing, win an awesome prize.
Yeah. That's
Now there's a little hook, there's a little mystery. Turn this boring start of the year ritual into an adventure.
Yeah. Right.
Storytelling syllabus. What if you actually framed it completely differently than a syllabus? What if it wasn't like module, lesson, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so the kids, students are the characters in the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are the hero in your own journey.
These are the quests that you're gonna go into this project,
Right.
this project.
Almost like syllabus as role-playing game.
Yeah, right.
I know that RPGs don't appeal to everyone out there, but at least to the nerds,
No,
we're gonna eat
but
it up.
everybody likes to be the main character in a story.
That's right. I love that. So different ways to get creative. And again, not doing the heavy lifting for us, not ruining the writing with this robot text,
Right.
making it engaging, giving us ideas. Okay, now let's get some examples. Obviously, we don't have to do everything by ourselves. So of these options, what about if we got an example of the storytelling skills? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
We say,
I'd be curious.
yeah, we're not going to ask it to write everything. Give me 3 opening paragraphs, examples that could lead off storytelling syllabus. You want to see, like, what does that look like? To say, like, you are in a galaxy far, far away. Welcome, brave students, to the grand adventure of media publications. Imagine stepping into a world where each lesson is a new quest.
It's a little corny.
A little corny, a little corny. We can use the Gen Z tool to, broaden it up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
The Fortnite, right? Fortnite.
that's right, exactly.
Or Marvel, like the I teach
right.
high school, so.
Rewrite these in the Marvel universe. Make sure. What do you say? Make sure I get goated. Want to get goated? Okay. I'm clearly out of my league. I'm too old for this stuff. The Avengers Assemble. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Secret Shield files, Origins of Marvel Hero. Okay, anyway,
Origins of
bottom
Marvel.
line is, we're not saying prescriptively this has to be it. Again, it's 11 o'clock at night, you just want to get this thing ready, now you've got some ideas. Okay, here's the thing that I think not enough teachers or students are using. ChatGPT as editor, ChatGPT as feedback. Let's imagine that you did have a syllabus. So it's called media publication,
Right.
media publication syllabus. We'll just find an example one.
Yeah, right, okay.
Doesn't have to be yours. So this is one at the University of Memphis. Let me find a better example. All right, here we go. We're going to grab the whole thing, top to bottom. Now,
Okay.
what do you guys think are the hallmarks of a great syllabus? What are you going to grade a syllabus on based on the things that are going to be really awesome for students? Say it one more time. Topics covered. Are you covering all the topics? Yes, what else? Shout it out, guys. Due dates. Due dates, okay, yeah. So all the basics, sure. What about thinking about, yeah. Easy to read. Right, exactly. Like, we have students who have a TikTok attention span.
Yeah.
We're giving them like, epic style syllabi to do better. So we say, please review. Someone mentioned this. I say please a lot to ChatGPT. You don't
do
have to
too.
say that.
I use formal. And I say thank you too
That's
afterwards.
right.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
Just can't help myself. Please review,
Remember,
provide
they'll be taking
feedback.
care of us, so we got to be nice to them.
Following syllabus based on the following criteria. And we're going to say, does it cover all the key bases? And is it easy to read? And is it engaging for Gen Z? Does it pass the Marvel test? Okay, now watch this. Imagine doing this, any piece of writing you have, newsletter, social media, email, whatever you've got, you're putting in the entire thing, you're letting ChatGPT become your own writing coach. Yeah, you're doing a great job in terms of covering a lot of these bases. What about office hours? What about reading lists? Is there something we can give students to extend their learning? Readability, it's pretty structured. It's so dense. Formatting is all these paragraphs. What about bullet points? Yeah, bullet points, yes. And finally, for Gen Z, where are the visuals? Where's the sense that, hey, we're talking about media publications, not just boring old thousands and thousands of words, the ways we can make it better. Bottom line, I want you guys to try this for your own writing. No matter what you're taking on, just ChatGPT is a terrible ghostwriter. It is absolutely going to hurt your students in the long run to use it as a crutch. But if you can teach your students right now, this is something that we were talking about with Dallas, actually. Anyone can guess how many more job descriptions, are calling for experience with generative AI in 2024 than in 2023. How much has that increased in just the past year alone? Any guesses? 80%? Any other guesses? We hear 100. We hear 150. It'd be a terrible auctioneer, clearly. The answer is 220%. So here's the reality. The reason that we're talking about Gen AI is not because it's a trend or gimmick, though I know some of this stuff is corny, because it's the skill of the future, not 10 years from now, a year from now. I guarantee you, if I come back here the fall of 2025, probably the majority of job descriptions you see posted that your students want are going to say internet experience, Microsoft Office experience, and AI experience. We're training our students not just to get the job, to build the career for the future. We do that by modeling the right uses today. Thank you so much. You were awesome.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right. Any questions about writing with AI the right way and avoiding the wrong way? It's on your mind. Okay. Time for the final pop quiz, y'all. Get ready. Last chance to win a profile makeover. Last chance to answer the pop quiz. We all send emails, newsletters, updates to our boss, updates to families, emails to the students themselves. And it's not that we are email marketers, we are teachers. Yet, we also kind of have an instinct. Emails we send could be better. We could have more imagery, maybe we could have better writing. If you had to guess, how does having an image in your email affect your click-through rate? In other words, students pay more attention, parents respond more often, you get what you need from your boss. I think the answer is A, it drives it down a little bit, kind of spammy. B, it drives it up a little bit. Or C, it drives it up a ton. If you believe the answer is A, raise your hand right now. Takers there. If you believe the answer is B, going up 17%, please raise your hand. Couple hands. If you believe the answer is C, going up 42% just from having an image, raise your hands right now. I think we all know this because we see it every day in our own inboxes. Images crush. They galvanize our attention like nothing else. And the reason I bring this up is not to make us feel bad about all our boring old emails, it's to say, hey, it's not our fault. Most of us are not graphic designers. We are not image experts. We are teachers. And yet, through the superpower of AI, we now have the ability to create any image at any time, take whatever we've built, and make it even more engaging. So if you want to win the very last profile makeover before the session closes up, raise your hand one last time, and we'll show you how to build anything that your mind can dream up. Who's our final volunteer today? I know that Janice is like planting that seed in people's minds. Come on, come on. Yeah, Janice! Yes! Oh my goodness. I feel like Janice deserves an opportunity. She made this all possible. Okay, Janice, everyone knows who you are, but tell them about something that you've been working on recently when it comes to communication. It could be a report, it could be a newsletter, it could be some way of communicating something important to the world that you want to jazz up. Email. Oh, yes, sorry about that. Awesome.
A lot of that are happening, and
Right. Right. Well, and I'll tell you why. It's because if you thought about doing that, you could go to Canva and you could make something and build it. How long is that going to take? A little bit. Do you have enough time in your life to go around, fool around? No, get it. So the reason that I am so bullish on what I'm about to show you, as you're going to see, has gotten so good in just the last 2 years, it's basically instantaneous. All that anxiety of like, I don't have time for that, completely out the window. Throw down the gauntlet. This is the last demo here. Tell me something that you would want to generate that would be super eye-catching. Tell me about the email. We'll make it happen. I love that. Okay, so you want people for the career fair. We've got to capture their attention. So Janice, tell me this. How do you feel about Facebook? The dividing line here. Okay. I was going to say, I hate Facebook. I think she has a father of 2 daughters about to go into middle school and high school. I'm like, Instagram, Facebook, it's like a ruin in my family's life. However, even despite that, know that you guys are fighting the good fight as educators. So I have to show you this tool, and yes, it is by Facebook. I want you to point your browsers to meta.ai. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this little hack. If you type in /imagine, it will start to generate images for you in real time as fast as you can type. Tell me something that you might want to generate. We'll make it happen right on screen. Meta.ai. Catacorn. Oh my goodness, I love that. Imagine catacorn. Yeah. Keep going, keep going. Do you want it to be doing anything? Do you want it to be in a certain style? Dancing? Yeah, shout it out, everyone. There we go. The hat on. How about in anime style? I don't know. What else does Gen Z say? What is there any Gen Z visual cues we should go for? Visuals? Noted, noted. See what happens. See if it goes for a goat. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, anyway. You generate that. Ooh, doing. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like there's a new dance craze. I'm learning so much today. Okay, we're going to run with that. We can go a couple steps further. First of all, it's going to give you 4 options. You can grab this option right away. Just start using it. Paste it into the email, copy, paste. I'm going to give you 4 different options. I don't know what's going on with this catacorn. Yeah, take it very literally. Yeah, that's right. Which of these is your favorite, Janice? First one, yeah, it's so cute. I'm going to grab that one. Now, this is the craziest. This just came out recently. We know that AI can do text. We know it can do graphs. We know it can do images. AI can now do video, which is really crazy. You click animate. This will take a little while. This is computationally intensive. But it's going to take this catacorn, and hopefully, if we're lucky, it'll make it dance a little bit. There it goes. Now, if you think that images increase your email click-through rate, imagine what a GIF can do, right? I don't know if you call it GIF or GIF. I'm always debating that. We should ask ChatGPT. GIF or GIF, which is right? I don't know. I'm going to go on a strange detour here. It's been going on for years. Here's the breakdown. Okay. In any case, we won't solve it today. But what I do know is you could take this, download it. Now, for about how many seconds of work was that, Janice? Less than 30 seconds. You've got, yes, exactly, very harmful. Harmful to our cute eyes. Our eyes are starting to melt and weep just looking at it. Okay, that's what's possible. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You guys said that you use Canva a lot. Watch this. We're going to go over to Canva now. Okay, come over to Canva. We're going to start a new image. Actually, we'll just pick up on that design we were working on. We're going to say, let's go ahead and upload this guy. We come over here to uploads. I'm going to upload that catacorn. Here it comes, right into our file. And the crazy stuff that you can do in Canva, you can come in here and say, hey, I want to actually edit this video. You can remove the background. You can replace stuff in the video with the power of AI. I won't show it all today because it takes a while to process. Really, the sky's the limit. All of these tools are free, which is really crazy. The fact that you can do stuff today, someone would have needed a master's degree in fine art to do 2 years ago. It's crazy. Why are they free? Here's the reality. Right now, if you guys have been following the stock market at all, what has happened with a company called NVIDIA? Recall off the top of your head. Anyone know? NVIDIA has gone like this and gone like this recently. Greg, you want to explain it, Greg? Yeah. So, NVIDIA went from being worth like $10 billion to $2 trillion in the span of a couple of years, thanks to this. So they're making a ton of money off of it. Everyone else isn't. Here's to answer the question. Just in the last week alone, NVIDIA has lost $280 billion of value. Company right up the road in Santa Clara. The reason is because no one's really found a way to make money off of AI. I think at some very near date, you're going to start to see a lot more paywalls, a lot more of the stuff that we saw in ChatGPT, where it says, hey, you've got to pay for this. This is gosh darn expensive. But at least today, we're in this golden moment because there is so much excitement, so much capital flowing in. They just want to get traction. They want to prove that this stuff is useful, that can help educators, help professionals. They want to be first in this race. I absolutely believe that at some point it will be costing a little bit more. Today is the chance for us to use it for free and give our students that chance as well. Good question. Any other questions about image generation, or how to bring these ideas to life? Okay, going once, going twice. If not, we get a huge round of applause for Janice and Greg to bring you the session today. And now, the opportunity has risen for one last group project to bring it all together. Everything we've covered together in one dissertation thesis masterwork will be your greatest AI creation. Here's how we're going to do it. And we're going to be in the groups. You can switch up the groups if you want. You can keep in the same groups. We're going to gather around a screen. And this time, we're going to go through the steps. Now, here's my challenge to you guys. I'm going to give you some sample data. You just want to analyze that data. That's totally fine. Easy peasy. However, if you want to use your own data, the way that Dallas talked about, even better. That will give you extra advantages starting next week. You know how to apply this stuff right away. Totally your choice. Choose your data set. Once you choose your data set, I want you to think about how to turn it into action. For example, the data set that I'm going to give you is a bunch of student complaints about the career coach. Oh, the career coach didn't listen to my needs. Oh, the career coach wasn't helpful enough. I want you to generate an email response or a visual response. I want you to use AI not just to write the email, to come up with ideas. Really capture your audience's attention. So maybe they speak Gen Z lingo, maybe they have a great hook, maybe they're really well formatted. Then, to bring it all the way to life, I'm going to challenge you to generate the most eye-catching, eye-melting image, or GIF, really stand out. I'm going to put those on the big board. When you're ready with your incredible image, I want you to send it over to me. And again, the table that wins this challenge will go home with a free profile makeover and an extra bonus. I just thought of this on the spot. I was offering this to some folks. I will actually zoom in to your classroom for free. And I will teach your students how to do some of these things if you're interested. I know it's crazy because it's the afternoon, the weekend is beckoning, but I got to raise the stakes, got to raise the bar. And we'll do that for your classrooms if your table wins this challenge. Don't go soft, don't go easy. Raise your AI game to the roof, and you're ready to start. Here are all the instructions. bit.ly/MCOE PM, just like our AM version. That will take you into a Google Doc with all the data. You can grab the data right over here, and all the prompts you need to be super effective at each of these stages. Again, when you're ready, send it on over. It's bit.ly/MCOE PM. We're going to try to bring this to a conclusion at 2 o'clock. You have about 50 minutes in your groups. And again, as they say on reality TV, your time starts now. Where's Brenda? Over there. Oh, hey, Brenda. Was this a Brenda and Greg production? Oh, Greg production. Here we go. Maybe Brenda and Greg can team up on this one.
You're going to get the answer.
Hey, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Let's put this in full screen mode. This deserves some visual glory.
No, I'm not.
Tell us what's going on here.
So I'm not the creative person at all. So we used ChatGPT to, we gave it the data, it analyzed it, it made a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We said, this is boring. Kids will stop reading after number 1. So it kind of bulleted, pointed all down. And then we went to Meta AI. We had issues there because it heard Career Center and gave us some really stodgy, stuffy photos. And yeah, you helped us out, kind of come up, and we animated it. And then we couldn't get it into our Outlook email, so Leo helped us. You got to convert it to MP4 to GIF, which I always go to a free site, and he's like, no, have ChatGPT. ChatGPT can convert that. I'm like, there's my new hack, because I'm always converting JPEGs to PDFs and things like that. So that was cool. And then we couldn't figure out how to. It uploaded it as an attachment, so then we had to learn how Outlook to insert a photo. So I just learned a whole lot on just this one little thing. But it's not. Oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
A huge round of applause for this amazing team. And I've got to give them extra props. As we all know, the best teachers are the best learners. If you're willing to take some risk, get your hands dirty, you're going to be able to teach better as well. Beautifully done. Okay, next up is Big Changes, Bright Futures from Jose and their team. Check out our Career Center Glow Up. Jose, tell us what's going on here.
We have a career advisor there just kind of shouting out that we are listening and making improvements. If you scroll down, you should have. We originally drafted an email.
Ooh.
Instead, we went with a poem.
Whoa, we've got some poetry here.
Yeah, so it drafted a poem addressing.
I just read that first stanza.
Yeah, please.
Dear student's name, gather near. We've got some news to bring you cheer. All right, I'm hooked. Keep going.
Our career centers set to shine with upgrades that are truly divine. First up, a brand new space design. Our portal's fresh, it'll look just fine. Navigating's now a breeze. We revamped it to put you at ease.
Oh my goodness.
Next, the networks are expanding too, with events where industry experts view. Connections galore, just wait and see. Great opportunities for you and me.
This is like Dr. Seuss over here.
Do you want me to finish?
That's great. Anything you learned along the way? Any sort of hacks you want to share with your colleagues?
So you have to be really specific with the Meta AI.
Yes.
We could not, if you look at the image,
Yeah.
it is not perfect. So
Right.
some typos in the spelling.
Yes.
Although we fed it specific prompts to correct that, it continued to just make it worse.
Yes.
So sometimes, so we just called it quits and we used what we had there. But in a perfect world, it would be properly represented the spelling there.
And I'll just give a little shout out for what we were talking about this morning. Sometimes you want to combine tools. You want to have like an MP4 and an email. You want to have an image and you want to have really good writing. If you can come to Canva or one of these other design tools, you can generate proper text with a really creative image that you brought over from Meta or ChatGPT or somewhere else. So
We thought of plugging it into Canva, but I think we were just intimidated. We probably should have asked for help.
these guys rock the house. They converted from MP4 to GIF. They are tech rock stars. So think your IT questions these guys' way. Good job, Jose and team. Woo! All right, next up, we have the critical role of CTE programs in preparing tomorrow's workforce. Over to Elaine. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's pass the microphone back, please. Like, we need that microphone that you can throw, that box microphone. Next year.
So we were just looking at how important CT is to our high schoolers and adults, and how investing in our programs help our future with our students, their futures.
And could I ask you, did you generate these stats with ChatGPT?
The source is at the bottom.
Because this is the big thing about the new ChatGPT. As we know, AI hallucinates. Greg wanted me to call out the fact that if you're brand new to these tools, that's totally okay. But don't just take everything for granted. Really check into it. Say ChatGPT, provide a source, provide a citation. That way you can make sure the data is legit. So I'm so glad you guys did that. That's awesome.
So at the top, you'll see the asterisk with 2013. That's kind of the latest we could find.
Okay. Awesome.
I mean, the early, well, yeah. In our short amount of time, yes.
That's great. You've got the source down here. You've got a great image. Are these people throwing money in the air?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. Now, if that doesn't catch the students' eyes, nothing will. $1 bill, y'all.
Now they've graduated with their CT skills and are getting jobs.
And there's a link. If you click that link, it's animated. Those are that's AI generated.
That's right, that's right. So, yeah. Obviously, there's a little work to be done on some of the, that's right. Exactly, exactly. All right, great job, team. Great job, Elena, team.
Well, that's our team name at the bottom.
Oh my goodness. Going back to the Marvel universe here, are you ready to save the day with Federico and the Avengers? Federico, take it away. This is, Tony Stark?
He writes an email to Tony Stark
What?
saying that, they saved the day, Spider-Man doesn't have a job now. So we used our survey from last year's Career Industry Day and the impacts of what the students say. So we used ChatGPT and what were the students saying, and overall, it said that Career Industry Day was a successful event, that Spider-Man was able to find a job at the Daily Bugle with Mr. Jameson. And
I love this.
yeah, he's saying thank Mr. Stark because he recommended that event.
Oh, dang. That would have been a mic drop moment. Okay, that's awesome. I love this. And I love the fact that you guys are finding a way to play around with this. Like, I feel like so often, the world of education is like, oh, test scores are down. Not even boring, but like, it feels like they're just so tough. Let's bring some joy back to teaching. I think this is an easy way to find some of that inspiration. So I love that you guys went in that direction. That is awesome. Huge round of applause, everyone. The Rico and team. All right. A video. Here we go. David and team. Check this out, y'all. This is going to blow your mind. Just to remind everyone, this is the tool that David used, and it's super cool. It's called InVideo. Do you want to explain how it works real quick, just so folks have a sense?
Yeah, basically you drop in a text prompt just like any other AI, and it'll generate a video, add in music, it'll read out your text. In my case, what I did was I dropped my syllabus for AP Computer Science and asked it to do a 1-minute summary. It grabbed a lot of stock video and then it generated some of its own. A lot of the video came in and it was middle-aged school kids, so I had to tell it to up the age for 16 to 18. It grabbed some new video, but on the video that it had generated on its own, it actually just aged the kids. So it was fairly impressive.
Hey, without further ado, introducing the video.
Got 60 seconds? Let's demystify AP Computer Science principles. This course is your gateway to the world of computing. Imagine designing your own apps, developing algorithms for games, and using data to predict trends. Plus, you'll explore how tech innovations like social media and AI
this is not your voice, is it, David?
Here's the scoop. 5 big ideas form the backbone of the course. Creative development, data, algorithms and programming, computer systems and networks, and impact of computing. These are weighted differently on the AP exam, so you'll know exactly where to focus. You'll also dive into 6 thinking practices, from designing solutions to responsible computing. Collaboration and creativity are key here, so get ready to team up and innovate. And don't sweat the grading. We use a rubric-style system, and late work isn't penalized until semester's end. Mastering this course can open doors to college scholarships and exciting tech careers. Stay with me, and by the end of this course, you'll think and act like a computer scientist.
Oh my goodness. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. That was crazy. Could you imagine creating a hype video for your electives? Saying, hey, if you want to become a future rock star at automotive, at design, at business, come join me and let's go on this journey together. That is a killer way, not just to advertise your class, but to advertise a career for students. I love that. It's so cool. All right. Next up, I know it's a tough act to follow. Next up, we have this one. We'll go on to big changes from Manuel. Manuel, take it away.
We just follow the steps that you have in your document. We put it into one of the items that we were going to improve. Added some icons, asked ChatGPT to do it.
Whoa.
The Meta AI and asked it to create a jog fair outdoors with X-Men themed dress. And that's what it came up with.
I love that. Professor X. That is amazing. And you know what I like too? Did you ask it for the emojis or did it do that naturally?
We asked for it to put some surprises.
That's awesome. One thing I'll tell you about, this is something that I discovered kind of like Greg was talking about converting files, is ChatGPT is world-class at emojis. And I feel like so many of us in this room are at a disadvantage because we just didn't grow up with emojis. We had to sort of learn them as we went along. If you want to bring your emoji game to the next level, to rival your students, ChatGPT is here to help. I promise you. Beautifully done, guys. That was awesome. Okay, here comes the class of 2025. Uh-oh, do we have a song coming? Let's pass the microphone this way to Erica and team. We're showing off all the craziest stuff today. All right. Erica, I'm going to load this up, and let me know when you're ready to set the stage. I got to tell you, this group here, they already won in the morning. They're challenging for a repeat already in the afternoon. All right, so what's going on here, team?
Okay, so we first wanted our hawk for Delhi High School. So when we went to the one to create a hawk, it gave me a realistic hawk, but I asked it to give me an animated hawk, but then I asked it to change it to our school colors, which is red and burgundy and gray. And then after that, we uploaded from a Google Sheet of all our seniors who have a 3.0 or higher to give them congratulations. And we uploaded the chart, the data.
Whoa, look at this.
So
Dang.
they can see those are student numbers on the bottom just for confidentiality, but those actually are our seniors right now currently. Wow. So we are very proud. So that is our class of 2025, and then we converted the picture to a GIF, and then we also added a inspirational, motivational congratulations to seniors song.
Yes.
That had to deal with caps and gowns and memories and everything. So to play while they open it.
And just remind everyone, what was the prompt you used? What was the genre that you asked for?
I think it was motivational song for graduating seniors or something like that.
Okay, it wasn't K-pop or anything like that.
Oh yeah, K-pop.
K-pop, that's right, okay.
Style.
And just so you know, this is Suno.com. I'm going to put together a list of all these resources, but Suno is crazy. Watch this. Okay, get your listening ears on, class. Here we go.
Under the sun, caps and gowns, everyone smiling bright, we've just begun. Endless dreams we've won, memories we've made of gold, stories of the young and bold. Stepping out, we break the mold, future paths unfold. Graduation day, we're soaring.
You really that chorus.
Well, that's right. We also asked for a graduation song that had to do with birds.
Okay, had to do with birds. Got it.
And so with hogs.
Okay, beautifully done. You got to give it up for this team. They went all out. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And our goal is to cash in both of these for a 1-hour presentation for my team.
Yes, I love that. And I've got to say, I can't wait to see the looks on your students' faces on Monday when you show them the song. This is awesome. Okay, here we go. On to our next group. Let's rock your career journey together with Janice and team. Can we pass the microphone over to Janice? Look at this, everybody. Is this Janice earlier in her career?
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah. No, we did a prompt we asked it to, we created the name of the pop singer to Raven Lux we asked for names for pop singers, just to write it in the voice of a famous pop singer, because we thought kids would be interested in that. And
Definitely got the vibes.
Yeah, it put in all those little emojis too. We did not do the form. I know we failed on that part.
Okay.
But I don't know. We just thought it would look good. And then at the end, it said dropping beats and career heat.
Yes.
I'll tell you, if students saw this today, they would say, geriatric. Oh,
no.
Don't miss the Sizzler 6 o'clock meal. That kind of stuff. I don't
That's
know.
cringe.
It's cringe. That's it. It's cringe.
Okay, well, Janice, I got to tell you right now, I feel like you have straight up Riz, because you're dropping beats with the best of them. Beautiful job, team. Great job. All right, here we go. Next up, we have more opportunities for one-on-one career guidance. Okay, here we go.
working on something. So we just did a very basic kind of like apology letter for the most part. So we just kind of left it blank as a template. And we pretty much used ChatGPT and everything to figure out all the problems, all the questions. We're like, we might as well go full on out. And then after I saw the video that David made, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can make an apology video. See if this thing can actually sing.
Okay,
It
we
is
have
not
to
the
see
best.
this.
It sounds like an old like video some like fifth grader made to apologize to somebody. It's actually pretty funny though.
Look at this guy. All right, I have to watch this, guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get your popcorn.
I was wrong. I made a mistake. Hurt you deeply, my heart does ache. I know I let you down.
Is it rhyming?
I was blind. But now I see my apology is on my mind. Can you forgive me? Can you see? I'm truly sorry. My heart is free. I promise to make it right, to be more aware. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'll show I care. I should have listened. I should have known. But I was selfish. I made you feel alone. I know I don't deserve it, but I'm asking for a chance to prove my love, to make a change. Can you forgive me? Can you see? I'm truly sorry. My heart is free. I promise to make it right, to be more aware. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'll show I care. I'll do whatever it takes to regain your trust. I'll be patient. I'll be just. I'll show you my love in every way, and hope that someday you'll forgive me, come what may. Can you forgive me? Can you see? I'm truly sorry. My heart is free. I promise to make it right, to be more aware. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'll show I care.
Yes, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Okay.
We're getting my new signature for my emails. So.
Aha. Yes. Hey, anything is possible. We'll just say that video gave me all the feels. I'm pulling myself here together, but that was impressive. And that leads us to, I think, our second to last group, Team Z, Jessica and company. Take it away, Jessica. Okay.
About teacher burnout.
Ooh, interesting.
So obviously this teacher has probably been teaching for some time. That's in our image, and she looks very happy.
That's great. She does not look burnt out.
That's the principle.
She's faking it really well. She's crying on the inside.
So now we're listing the exclusive workshops to empower your career, personalized support just for you, wellness programs that are tailored to your needs. And then it just kind of goes on about how we are here to help you situation.
Oh, I like that. Here's the interesting question for you guys. Obviously, AI is fun. It can spark creativity. It can be that muse we were talking about. But it is a little hard to really hit that right human string, right? Whether it's like a fake apology video or an email that feels like it was written by ChatGPT. I think the thing that we have to push it back against is, hey, having AI basically fill in for human emotion and disrupt that connection and truly show that we feel apology or we feel someone else's pain. So I think this is actually a really good way of helping us think through how do we do that as educators. Well done. Round of applause, team. All right, and I think, is there another group? Did everyone have a chance? Another email? Uh-oh. What's this? Last second entry? Okay. Hi, bro. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Anyone want to speak to this? All right.
It's a really simplistic email. We made it 200 characters or less, thinking that it was just going to be for high school students. So we have this, it's just basically from the data, there were opportunities missed through this program, and so it's just a short, from the data, these are the issues that we came up with, and that's that.
That's great. Sometimes it's important to really push back on ChatGPT because it's so verbose, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Simplify, streamline, condense. Did it do this formatting for you, or you did that in the email format?
I think it did it like that, minus, well, we had transferred it into docs, and then when I highlighted it in red, and then when we put it in the email, it kept the numbers red, and I was like, yeah, we'll keep it because, it pops.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks great. All right. Round of applause for our team here. Great job, y'all. Okay, now this is the tough moment. We've got to make a decision as a group based on your crowdsourced feedback, kind of like American Idol. Who's going home with the goodies and the glory? All right, we're going to do this democratically because it's election season. What I want you to do is to do it the way they did it back in the days of the ancient Greeks. I want you to shout out the team that you thought won at the top of your lungs when I count down from 3. Think about that team that you thought was amazing. This is going to be really fun. This is going to be a crazy way to end the day. We're going to count down. 3, 2, 1. What did you hear back there, Greg? Oh my goodness, it's a repeat. All right, congratulations, you guys. You guys have won a free makeover for yourselves, but also free training for your students. Seriously, if I can ever help, this is true for any of you guys. If you can ever see, like, hey, Jeremy, we can help here, let me know. We'll figure it out. Okay, that being said, Greg, was there anything you wanted me to speak to as far as prompting or anything else before we close up? All right, well, I've got some goodies for you. So first of all, I want to remind you that even if you are an AI guru, even if you're an AI newbie, it's totally okay. The best thing you can do is the same thing that I told my students, which is just get your hands dirty. I really have never come across a pedagogy that's as effective as trying stuff out, making mistakes, and learning as you go along. And the good thing about AI is, at least the way it's set up today, you're not going to break any systems or blow anything up just by playing around with ChatGPT. So play like your kids would play, and you will learn so much. And then get back time for what really matters, whether it's teaching, whether it's being with your own family. Sort of guard that time jealously, because life is short. You want to spend it doing the stuff that matters the most. Now, to support your journey, obviously I'd love to stay in touch. Whether you want to ask a question about anything we covered today, or you want me to do a little chat for your students at some point in the future, I'm happy to stay in touch. I'm going to send you an email with my email address, my LinkedIn profile, and every prompt and every tool we use today, so you have that full archive to go whenever you want it. And then, one last thing, and that is, back in the summer of 2011, I was an intern at Apple, and I was there for the very last keynote that Steve Jobs ever gave. And one of the things I'll never forget from that moment was that even though he was really sick at the time, he was still pulling out all the stops up until the very end, including this one last slide I'll never forget, one more thing. And on that morning in June of 2011, Steve shocked the world by saying, hey, I have a computer in my pocket that I can talk to, and it will talk back to me. And of course, that was Siri, and the rest is history. Now, I know that Siri is not looking too hot these days by comparison to ChatGPT or all these other crazy tools, but I still believe in that world of possibility that Steve ushered in. And so what I want to give you are the tools to support your success and that of your students. So what I normally do is I normally work with business students, MBAs, executive MBAs, and that's fine. You know, they're doing well in life. And so I sell them these courses and whatever. But what I want to do is I want to give these courses on AI, on LinkedIn, on how to use all these tools the right way to you for free and also for your students. So this link, thejobinsiders.com/Merced, will give you completely free access forever, not just for you, but for any of your students or even any of your alumni. If you know a student who's ready to take that plunge and build a great career, build a great life for themselves and their family, give this to them for free with your compliments because you are there to support their success. So again, the link is thejobinsiders.com/Merced, and that is good forever for all your students for all time. And with that being said, I just want to leave you with this final quote from Steve, which is, hey, life is short. One of the things that we can appreciate as teachers is childhood goes by quickly. And you're an adult, and you're out there with responsibilities. And I think that one responsibility that we all have, whether we have great power or not, and we do as educators, is we're here to make a difference. To not just come and go through life, but to leave a big honking dent in people's lives and in the universe. And I think with these tools, with these incredible teammates that you have, pretty much anything is possible. And so I can't wait to celebrate your success, to support your success, and to see you make that massive dent in the lives of every student who you touch. So thank you all so much for everything you do. And here's wishing you a life-changing but absolutely relaxing weekend. And to send you off in the right way possible, I have composed this weekend tune in your honor, Weekend Vibes, with a little reggae kick to it. I hope you enjoy. Thank you guys so much.
In Merced County, they teach every day, guiding young minds in every way. From sunrise to sunset, they never stop, working so hard till they reach the top. Early mornings with a smile so bright, they light up classrooms all through the night. Dedication strong like roots so deep, inspiring dreams while they lose some sleep. Early mornings with a smile so bright, they light up classrooms all through the night. Dedication strong like roots so deep, inspiring dreams while they lose some sleep. Weekend vibes, so we need some rest. Time to laugh and just be our best. Feel the rhythm, let the worries fade. Educators live for weekends made. Lesson plans and grading on their minds. Every student's a treasure they find. Friday comes and they know it's time to unwind and let the spirits climb.